Today we're gonna make a pot of chili. I'm just gonna use a package of our chili seasoning mix. It's super, super easy. If you're a beginner cook, you will totally love this. So we're gonna start first by chopping up an onion. You can use our food chopper, or I'm gonna use the Flex Plus Multi-Prep today. Just gonna chunk these up slightly. This is great if you struggle with things like the food chopper or using a knife. If your hands are a little bit on the weak side, you'll love this. So let's go ahead and just add it in. I've got just the chopping blades in here. I'm gonna go ahead and add our onions. And now I've got the little stick. We're gonna pop the battery in. There we go. Okay, your safety switch is here, so I'm gonna activate it. And then I'm gonna turn it on the fastest speed. And here we go. Just getting a warm up. Done. We'll use this same tool to grate our cheese in just a little bit, but you can see all the onions are done. I'm actually gonna save these and put them in the freezer for another time because I've got my onions done already. Let's go ahead and open up a can of tomatoes. I like to use fire roasted anytime a recipe calls for diced tomatoes. To attach your can opener, think about creating a straight line between you and the can. So this edge right here, it doesn't cut, it just squeezes. So bump it up against the side of the can, start turning. You'll have a nice smooth edge. And you hear it click. There it goes. Reverse the direction, press the button here to close these little pliers. Bring it right to the edge, just like that. And now we're ready to finish it off. So let's head to the stove top. I have my wok over here. You can use any large pan. So in my wok, it's our stainless steel wok, I have an onion and a pound of ground beef. I'm gonna go ahead and add those tomatoes. And then we'll add the full package of our chili mix. This is so convenient. There we go. So we'll add all of that. Now I love that this recipe calls for beans because I love beans and chili. Now if you don't have to add them, but you're gonna take a can of either black beans or kidney beans. I prefer kidney beans in chili. You can do pinto if you like. And then we're just gonna add 1.5 cups of water, and that's it. Super, super easy. Give it all a stir, and then you're just gonna let it simmer. It doesn't take very long, 18 to 20 minutes. I'm gonna suggest though that you make this and plan to eat it for dinner the following day, because chili always tastes better, don't you think? On the second day. So all that chili mix is gonna help season the water to help flavor all of the other ingredients in there. All right, so you're gonna let it come to a simmer and it'll be done. We'll go ahead and bring it to a boil actually, and then let it simmer with no lid, okay? So it's gonna thicken up just a little bit. If you didn't notice, I used the mix and chop to crumble up the ground beef. This is fantastic for getting everything crumbled up. It works best if you let your meat cook a little bit and then start crumbling it up. All right, we're gonna let this go, and then we'll make some of the shredded cheese together. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and get the cheese done. Gracie is especially excited about getting the cheese shredded because she's pretty sure she's gonna get something out of this too. So we'll use the Flex Plus Multi-Prep once again, and this time we're gonna use the grating attachment. Now here's something that I love about this attachment. On one side, it's for coarse, and then on the other side, it's for fine. So depending on if you're doing Parmesan or softer cheeses, I want the coarse side up, and it says it right on there. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and put the lid on, and we'll reattach the power nozzle. Let's see, there we go. All right, now when you're grating, you wanna get it started before you start adding the cheese. So I'm gonna hit the power switch. Let's see, I'm gonna turn it this way so I can see a little bit better. Hit the safety switch, turn your speed to the highest, hold it down, and now we drop it very lightly. So when you hear it sort of slow down, that's usually because you're putting too much pressure in there. So you just want to hold it very lightly. When we open it up, we can see there's a Gracie snack right here. She's got to have her reward, right? So lift it off and you can see all this beautiful grated cheese. Now when you shred it yourself, it doesn't have any of that coated cellulose in there, so it's really melty. So anytime you're adding cheese on top of chili and soups and on pizza, if you really want it to melt well, grate it yourself and it will be phenomenal.